Oh, he's bustling through. Can he finish? It's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Aos 33 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 18.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rafinha could try cutting inside here. That's good play. And the cutback. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Bellingham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And they've got a throw. De Paul, played out to the right.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Ribery. Now Casado. Ribery. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Indonesia head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're underway again. Indonesia carrying a one-goal lead. It's a promising position, and it's Bellingham. Rijkaard. That has been slung wide.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others.
Great chance! Ribery. And Rafinha. And it's Lucas Vazquez for Ribery. Casado. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Raul has found the net here, of course. And that's put paid to a promising move. Shifted it to the flank. The less said about that pass, the better. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Indonesia are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Referee's given a throw. Casemiro. It's Ribery. Now it's Aubameyang. Played into space out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bellingham, that's a good ball out wide. Casemiro. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Lucas Vazquez looking to run onto it. Granit Xhaka. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Xhaka looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? That is a brilliant interception. Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Played out to the left flank. Hazard. Flings in across. And he's taking no chances there. Goes looking wide. Rafinha. Just about up to 75 minutes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hazard. Now it's Lewandowski.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Indonesia surely have to be commended for their...
Xhaka! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
It's a really well-measured ball. Roll in acres of space out wide. They've played it short. Raul plays it in. He's got full.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Salah play. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Flamengo making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Spread it left. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Alaba. Ribery. Spread out to the left. And he skips past his man. And he's picked it up out wide. And the flag has stayed down. He slings. Oh, smashing! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, taken with style! Deep into injury time! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Flamengo give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
De Bruyne. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Ribery. Rafinha. And he won. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Indonesia. And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So what do you take away from it all? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's a promising position. Hangs one in. It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try. And it's Messi. Now it's Gabriel. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bellingham. Bellingham shoots! Tries to get it clear. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, do. Gabriel! Goal! Flamengo! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Hazard. It's Robertson. Oh, that's well spotted. Camavinga. Valverde. It's Camavinga. Opts for safety. And it's Messi. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Gabriel. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Messi with the short one. Challenge. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski touches it back.
Modern football.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Flamengo really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Indonesia grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Raul. Neither of these two will... Oh, smashing header! And he's there to belt it away. Knocks it into space. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Robertson goes short. Ball swung in. Roll! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Camisa 18.
Indonesia take the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Saliba. Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Hazard. Chance to deliver. Up he goes! Oh, it rattles the bar. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the right. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Raul. Oh, that's neat. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pinches it off him.
Teremos
Belly.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Raul looking understandably energised after his goal. Hazard in acres of space out wide. And this is... Raul! And it's in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Indonesia are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are already promptly back underway. Camavinga goes looking wide. Now it's Bruno Henrique. Cross from Robertson. And that has been cleared. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Raul. And this is Gabriel.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, what a climb! Oh, off the bar! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Camavinga. For Valverde. Out to the left it goes. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And he's gone searching crossfield. Lewandowski being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Spread it left. Bruno Henrique. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed.
Flamengo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's Raul! Oh, it's come off the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cut it out. Bruno Henrique. And Robertson. And this is Gabriel. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Messi. And it's Camavinga. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Bellingham. Camavinga gets a foot in here. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Robertson receives it in a wide position. He's got full! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Now it's Hazard. Now it's Bellingham. Robertson. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a pretty loose pass. Raul. And this is Lewandowski. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Robertson can get it clear.
Indonesia really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Very much into the last knockings. Over to the left. Hazard gets into a good position. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Indonesia could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And there goes the final whistle. Indonesia have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Ecuador have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Danielson engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham could try cutting inside here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's played in.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Bernardo Silva. And it's Messi.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Rooney. And this is Messi. And here's Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. Hazard. Ball played for Rijkaard. Baresi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Chance, surely! Goal! Ecuador who go ahead. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Raul, and he's managed to get free. Drilled in low. That's a corner kick. And that has been knocked clear. He's had it taken off him. Ecuador have the chance to go the other way.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that was vital. Denilson.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Alexander-Arnold. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Raul. Good read, needed to be. Ecuador are looking to break at pace. And this is Messi. He's found a way through. And Messi! No mistake! Again, in a trice. And they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Messi!
Ecuador are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Opts for safety. Pacho. Cafu. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Messi. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Messi. Threads one in. And he's there to belt it away. Cafu. Oh, that's neat. Cafu plays it in. Terrific header. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Robertson chooses to go crossfield. Raul chasing after it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. Cleared without complication. And he's whipped it across, and he was alert to it. And the first 45 minutes are up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Indonesia really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Played out to the left flank. To Nielsen. Now it's Rooney. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Tacho does really well to win the ball there. Rooney! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Yamal plays it short. Played in by Nielsen. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. This looks promising. Shifted it to the flank. Hazard gets into some space. Messi has found the net here, of course.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Just no time to dwell on the ball there. And he's going to have his name taken. Tacho and Caicedo, and here's Rooney. Knocks it out wide. To Nielsen.
Such good technique.
Swept in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball driven towards the far post. It's a throw-in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bellingham. Lewandowski. And it's Rijkaard. To Hazard. Rijkaard. It's Bellingham. Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Yamal. And here's Messi. And this is Rooney. To Nielsen. And the finish! Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Plays the return pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Yamal receives it in a good position here. Raul. And it's Bellingham. And Robertson. Quality ball. And they can counter here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely weighted ball. Azar. Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Raul. Lewandowski. No, not quite on the same wavelength. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Played back into the centre. Danielson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Yamal. Bernardo Silva. Cafu. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Lewandowski. And Mohamed Salah. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Good ball, good take. Saliba wins the duel this time. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine player in his own right. But Theo is about dynamism, pace and energy. He just loves to get on that front foot.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Konate. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cleared away.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it.
It's Lewandowski! Chouameni. He's had a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Still goalless. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good spread. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Konate. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bellingham. Great pressure, plenty of it. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Sends it crossfield. Son Heung-min tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Oh, sweet feet. Son Heung-min! Now that is commitment to the cause. And it's been taken short. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. There's the shot!
Gakpo made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Out to the right. Turns back here, probably the best option. Out to the left it goes. And he cuts out the supply. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out wide. And it's lofted through here. And the finish! Raul finds himself offside. Van de Ven. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Lewandowski. He's played it back. Over to the left. He's in space and looking for options. He is just caressing the ball. Bellingham. Has a shot! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Chouameni. Here's Rodri. Hernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Decent progress down the left. Chouameni makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Raul. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again, then. So the first half brought no goals. That is lovely. Raul. That's good play. Now it's Raul. Across it goes. Rice. And it's Messi. That has been slung wide. Raul. And here's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. Rijkaard. Raul. Looking for a runner. He rises! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Quality ball. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Rodri. Son Heung-min. Knocks it into space. Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. He is through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rodri. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Baresi. Alexander-Arnold. Raul. And it's Bellingham. And it's Lewandowski. It's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham gets into a good position. Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Robertson. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Cleared without hesitation. Rijkaard. Played out to the left flank. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Rice. Now Gakpo. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tchouaméni can get it clear. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Hernandez.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a great position here. And he whips it in. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 16.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 34. Changement en cours.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It is a corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Raul. And here's Raul. Rijkaard making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team use.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And it's Messi.
Such good technique.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Raul. Indonesia getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. Van Dijk. And it's Rijkaard. And he's managed to get free. Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's been cut out, well played. Raul, over to the other side. Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lewandowski. Raul finds himself offside. Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Out towards the flank.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Azar. And the cross comes in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Rijkaard! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Rijkaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He can run onto that. Can he finish? It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
35 minutes is number 21, Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Azar.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Lewandowski.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 40 minutes
Calm,
is
composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's looking wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great skill, that's nice. Played in. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
2 added minutes has been
In
indicated.
once more. And it's made its way to him. Azar. That's a sharp pass. Oh, good spread. Messi in acres of space out wide. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And that's the second half started.
Indonesia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Spread it left. Hazard gets into some space. Bellingham! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Robertson goes short, looking to play him in. Great work on the overlap. Oh, smashing header! There's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski.
Indonesia go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity